What's up, Travel Chronicles? Man, I thought I had more space on here. I have to upload some more videos. I think it's chapter like 113 or 114, somewhere around in there. But just to recap the Upwards season, it's over now. So 12 weeks of Upwards basketball, and the last 7 were Friday nights and Saturdays. So that's new this year. Had a lot of kids in the league, 350 kids in the basketball league. That's awesome. Awesome to have that many. I did the announcing again this year for most of the games. I probably did, except for my games and then the game like right after my game. You know, we had 7 games on Saturday, so I probably did 4 or 5 of them, just kind of depending. If we were the last game, then I did the 6 before. But you know, I'm going to post a video somewhere of me announcing the names, and it's a good ministry for me from the standpoint of, you know, we got a lot of people coming in, and I think I'm not great at interacting with other people, so I can do like the basketball-y stuff and then hopefully free other people up to do the interacting, you know, help and then clean up and refereed the last 2 games this week, which I hate officiating. I hate it. I never say anything bad about officials after I officiate. I can't do it. But my team this year, I liked my team. I thought they were good. They were a great listening group. We just didn't get the results, you know, that we would want. And that's good for the league. You know, you got like a competitive balance. There was one team that was way better than any of the other teams, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, if we would have took the best kid off of that team and put them on another team, but also like they just happened to be missing, like one kid quit and then another girl broke her arm like right at the beginning of the season, so she didn't get to play the whole season. You know, it is what it is, but you know, sometimes there's addition by subtraction. I had one boy who I'm not exactly sure. His dad said he was getting tested for schizophrenia. I think he had some other stuff. He had never played before. Easily distracted, I guess is like the nicest way to put it. Like he would pay attention, you know, and he would do what I told him to do, but just it never really caught on of what the game was, you know, back and forth, and when we're on offense, when we're on defense. But the last game of the season, there was a good moment where he got the ball. I told him beforehand, I was like, I'm going to have you bring it down, and you're going to shoot, you know, until you make it. And the kids on the other team helped. You know, they gave him the ball so that he could shoot. You know, the officials let him go through his shots, even if he was walking or traveling. You know, they knew what it was, and that's what that league is. That's what Upwards is. It's giving kids a chance that wouldn't have that chance, you know, to play in front of people, have their name out, you know, have the whole ambiance of basketball, and come out there and play. And then there's challenges for good kids too. You know, that team had a really good player. My team had a couple of good players, so they got to match up against each other and play. And I really put everything I could kind of into the game plan, at least to start with. But then it kind of got out of hand, and then it was just like, all right, just go play, just have fun. You know, I tried to talk them up. There was just we ended up losing by 17, which was we lost 3 games this season. One we lost by 1 point. One we lost in overtime. And then that one we lost by 17. So you can see there's kind of just a little bit of a disparity in teams. Like we were competitive with 3 other teams. 2 other teams we kind of smoked. But, you know, then we got smoked. It is what it is. You know. And they had a short rotation too. I had 8, they had 6, and they didn't have any girls. And that team, like, I needed them to have like both of the girls, and then they have another player that's about like the guy that I got, but just you're not quite the same. And it's just, it wasn't enough of a drop off to help me in that game. All in all, it was a good season. I actually liked, being around that team. But now it's over. And man, it's just so time consuming. It's 3 days. It's Tuesday night, it's Friday night, it's Saturday. And the Tuesdays we had the late practice, so we could stay late and shoot. And niece was on the team, and she would want to stay and work. And her dad would go off to the other side and play Elijah one-on-one. So we would end up staying there till 9:30, 10 o'clock sometimes. And that's fine. I mean, that's extra time for them in a gym to shoot. You're not going to get that opportunity very often. But there was a couple times this season too where, Upwards has a lesson that they do that's in a book, and you go through and you can read the lesson right out of the book. And most of the time that's what I would do to just try to stay with the program. But this year I went off script a couple of times, and I felt pretty good about that. I felt pretty good about it. It was new. It was new for me. Talking about perseverance, talking about hope. And like I said, the kids, they listen not just in the drills. Like, they would go out, execute a drill like the first time, balls in the hoop. And I'm like, we had all kinds of plays. We didn't get to run a whole lot of them because there was a lot of zone offenses. The last game we were taking a lot of jump shots, and we hit them to start with, but then at the end we couldn't hit any. And that's kind of live by the jump shot, die by the jump shot, and that's what we died by it at the end. That's why I got it kind of out of hand. Because we were hitting shots. I think we were up either 9-8 or 10-9 or somewhere around there. We had the lead to start with, but then we couldn't score after that. It was a 25-9 run, and they had big kids. We didn't have any tall kids. We didn't have any space eaters. And I tried to do my lineup, fiddle with it as much as I could, but it was just such a mismatch that there wasn't a whole lot I could do. That's all right. I think next year we're going to pull the training wheels off and let the coach, so to speak, and do the subs. What else? Anything else? No, that's about it. Oh, yeah, you can notice I'm wearing my winter coat still because it's springtime in Ohio/northern West Virginia. Welcome to spring. The only good thing is I'm not mowing grass. I'm not mowing when it's like this. And, also, I got attacked by a goose just now. Wings out, hissing at me. I hate geese. Like, I would be in favor of like a purge day for Canadian geese. Just one day. Not a hunting season. Nothing like that. There's way too many of them. How can it not be illegal? I mean, how can it not be legal to just, kill a goose? Even by accident, run over. Like, when I walked out of work, I got a hard hat. Like, I swung that sucker to try and get that thing away from me. I hate them stupid things. I hate them. There's not too many animals like that. Like, I like most animals. I don't like snakes. But like anything else is like, yeah, you're all right. You're cool. Kind of live and let live. Geese are just, they're evil. They're evil. They even look like a snake. They even got like a little snake head with wings. Terrible. Like, I don't know what it's going to do to me. What are you going to do to me? Just like gnaw on me? Just like gum me to death? Stupid. They're dumb. Well, think that's it. I don't have a whole lot other than that. Yeah, just upwards recap. That's good for today. On my way to see Mom. She's still not great. I have to figure out Medicaid later. It's so crazy. Like you can't just get on Medicaid. Like you have to have nothing before they'll let you on Medicaid. So you spend your whole life working, saving, you know, so that you have money, and then at the end of it, before you can, you know, get government assistance or anything, you have to have nothing left, and you can't really, you know, give it away to anybody, to kids or whatever. So she wanted me to stop and get a birthday card. I got to do that too. All right. Well, be careful. Be COVID free. Well, it's not over yet. There's another surge. Go figure. Someday it'll be over. Someday it'll warm up. All this global warming talk. It's almost April, and here I am in a coat in Ohio. I mean, the good news is I'm mowing grass. I'm not mowing grass. If I'm wearing a winter coat, I'm not mowing grass. I'm sorry. I'm not. So it looks like it's going to make it till April before I mow. It's all right. That's still like 6 months of mowing, so that sucks. And then I got to mow out of Mom's this year by myself. So we'll figure out the Medicaid. We'll figure out how much she's got left, and then you know, maybe I won't be mowing at the end of the season. Maybe that'll go back to the government. I don't know. It's so ridiculous. All right, that's all I got. See you later.